Hello students. Students, I hope you have understood whatever we discussed in the last class. We started with chapter 1, that is crop production and management, and today we will continue with that chapter. So we started yesterday with basic practices in agriculture. We discussed about preparation of soil. So today we will discuss about second step in basic practices in agriculture, that is sowing. Now what is sowing? The process of scattering seeds in the ground soil for growing the crop plant is called sowing. Okay, before sowing, good quality of seeds are selected. Unhealthy seeds are not used for sowing, because if unhealthy seeds are used, then the plants or the crops produced will be unhealthy. They will not bear the crop. Okay, and sowing is the most important part of crop production. Now before sowing, the good quality of seeds are selected, because good quality of seeds are clean, healthy and free from infection. So how the good quality of seeds are selected? You can see here in the picture, selection of seeds. Here the seeds are put in water contained in the glass. Here glass is shown, but generally when the seeds are sown in big fields for the production of crops, then instead of glass, bucket is taken. Water is taken in the bucket and all the seeds are put in the bucket and it's stirred. Now the seeds which are healthy, okay, or they settle at the bottom. Okay, healthy seeds, they are heavy, so they settle at the bottom, whereas the unhealthy seeds, they float on the surface of the water, because unhealthy seeds are eaten by pests or they are damaged, and that is why they are very light and they are hollow. So that is why they float on the water. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Now methods of sowing seeds. Now what are the methods, how the seeds are sown? Okay, so there are certain methods which are used for sowing the seeds. Generally two methods are used for sowing the seeds, that is sowing by hand and sowing with the seed drill. Sowing by hand, here the sowing of seeds by hand is also called as broadcasting. So what is broadcasting? Broadcasting is sowing the seeds by hand for the production of crops. Seeds are taken in hand and gradually scattered in the entire plowed fields. Okay, you can see in the picture also how the seeds are thrown or how the seeds are scattered in the fields. Okay, now this method actually is not very good, because there is no proper spacing, no proper depth at which the seeds are sown by hand, and moreover seeds are scattered on the surface, so they lie on the soil, and it can be eaten by the birds also, or can be taken away by the animals also. And since there is no proper spacing, so the plants which are produced from these seeds will not get enough light, will not get enough water, and they will not grow properly. Okay, so the sowing of seeds by hand is actually not good. Second is sowing by seed drill. Now again you can see this picture of a seed drill. This is a picture of a seed drill. Now sowing of seed is also done by a machine which is called as seed drill. Now here in this seed drill, the seeds are sown at the correct depths and correct intervals. Okay, so there is proper gaps between the seeds, and the seeds sown with the seed drills are in a regular row. Okay, so sowing of seeds by seed drill is better than sowing of seeds by hand. Okay, now you can see another picture here, one more picture here, this one. This is the tractor driven modern seed drill. How the seed drill is driven by the tractor and the seeds are sown in big fields. So this is the modern method, and another method you can see, that is the traditional method. Here the seed drill, the traditional seed drill, is attached to the plow, and it is driven by the bullocks and is scattered in the fields. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Now the crops like wheat, gram, maize, millets are grown by sowing the seeds directly into the soil. So generally these are the crops which are grown. You can see this picture. You can see this, the picture of the modern seed drill. So here the sowing of seed, that is actually the machine is used here. So and in the traditional method you can see here the bullocks is used. Okay, so the first one, that is less time consuming, and this labor is also not needed. But in the lower picture below you can see where traditional seed drill is used using a plow. Here it is time consuming and human labor is also needed. Now you can see here what are the precautions which are taken for sowing seeds. See here. Okay, you cannot simply sow the seeds or throw the seeds or scatter the seeds on the fields. Okay, so you may not get the crops. Okay, so certain precautions are taken for sowing the seeds, and these precautions are: first, seeds should be sown at the right depth in the soil suitable for germination. Because if the seeds are just spread on the surface of the soil, then the seeds will be eaten by the birds, and if the seeds are sown too deep, then they may not germinate because they cannot breathe at greater depth. So the seeds should be sown at the right depth in the soil which is suitable for germination. Then next point, seeds should be sown at right intervals. Okay, the seeds should neither be placed too close nor too far apart, because seeds sown too close, then plants from them will also be too close and will not get enough sunlight, water and other nutrients. Thus an appropriate distance between the seed is important to avoid overcrowding of plants, and this allows the plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. Okay. Next, the seed should not be sown in the dry soil. Why seed should not be sown in the dry soil? Because the seeds will not get enough moisture. So that is why seed should not be grown in the dry soil. Now next point, the seed should not be sown in a highly wet soil, because what will happen? Because then on drying the soil surface becomes hard, and because of this hard surface of soil, the germinating plumule will be unable to come out of the ground, because the field will become too hard and this seeds will not germinate and seedlings will not be able to grow properly. So moreover, seeds are not able to respire properly due to lack of air under these conditions of hard soil. Okay. Now what are the advantages of sowing the seeds with seed drill? By using the seed drill for sowing, the seeds are grown at correct depths and correct intervals. The seeds are in regular rows. Seeds gets covered by the soil, because when the seeds are sown by hand or by broadcasting method, then the seed are scattered on the soil. So seeds are not covered by the soil. So in that case, the seeds can be eaten by the birds or can be taken away by the animals. I hope it is clear to everyone. So sowing by using tractor driven seed drill, it saves time. Okay. So these are the few advantages of sowing with the seed drill. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now what is transplantation? Transplantation, from one place to another. So transplantation, it is the process of transferring the seedlings. Process of transferring what? The seedlings from nursery to the main field by hand is called as transplantation. So here actually the seedlings, the small seedlings, they are transferred from the nursery to the field. So that means they are able to survive the conditions, the harmful conditions, and can grow. So that is why, so this is called transplantation. Now generally the practice of transplantation is used in the cultivation of paddy and in cultivation of many vegetables like tomato, chilies. Okay, so Today we will discuss till here only, and in the next class we will take up another portion, that is adding manure and fertilizers. Okay, now students, please open page number here. You, all of you, please open page number of your last page, this short answer questions, page number 19. So in page number 19, this is your homework. Please do page number 19, question number 2, question number 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So kindly do question number 1 to 10 in your classwork copies. Okay, the questions are given on page number 19 and you are supposed to do these questions in your homework copies. So in the next class we will start with the next topic, that is adding manure and fertilizers. Thank you, students.